Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday night. It can only mean one thing. Welcome to NSW Smackdown. My name is Dave Easton alongside Joe Disney and Mazz Freeway. Disney, good evening.
Good evening, Dave.
And Mazz, good evening.
Hello, Dave.
And we are ready to go for another action-packed night. We have been off over a week, but episode 21 is ready to go. Disney, are you ready for Smackdown?
I was born ready.
Mazz, you ready for another action-packed night?
Yep, I can't wait to see what kind of action we have for our fans here tonight.
Well, Paul Heyman already in the ring with Brock Lesnar. And already, well, we're going to have a new number one contender. Remember, guys, tonight's main event, MVP versus Kofi Kingston for the title on the line. Paul Heyman saying we're going to have 3 matches. Whoever wins in the fastest time will be the new number one contender. Guys, it's a race against the clock.
Which superstar will end up beating the clock here tonight to secure themselves as number one contender?
And it looks like we're going to be joined by a very... oh my goodness, here he is. The boss is back.
What's going to happen in store for Paul Heyman here tonight?
He seems to be getting involved in Heyman a lot, doesn't he, over the last few weeks?
He's trying to reassert his dominance, it seems.
Well, let's find out what Mr. McMundo has to say here tonight. Oh, well, look at that. He's agreeing with him. Mazz, maybe Paul Heyman's in the good books.
Maybe Vince has seen better errors in what Paul Heyman's doing.
But hold on, he's going to tell him who Brock's going to fight tonight to make it fair. Oh, wow! Lesnar versus Goldberg here tonight.
2 heavyweights going at it.
Wow, that is what a blockbuster match. And Vince saying that he's going to make sure tonight is a fair tournament. Well, we now know it's beat the clock, and it's Lesnar versus Goldberg in one of the matches. And look at this, guys. This is the first beat the clock match. Trey Donovan is going to take on newcomer to SmackDown. It is Ryback.
Can Trey Donovan beat the clock and secure a good time here tonight?
Yeah, and Disney, you were going to say?
I've heard nothing but good things from Ryback.
Well, yeah, he's going to come over and, well, back onto the SmackDown brand. Well, what a match this should be to start things off. And Trey Donovan, we know, has not been in the best of moods since MVP took the title really under his nose, you would say, Mazz, back in Night of Champions.
Yeah, it was a shocker. I mean, no one really saw it coming, but maybe Trey here can bounce back and secure a good position in the beat the clock match.
Sure, and also, Joe, you've got to remember, MVP's first reign did not last very long. Tonight, it may not even last one show. He might lose to Kofi Kingston.
It's just his luck. Some people have it, some people don't.
Yeah, of course, Kofi Kingston won the Foot Trip to Rome match, which gave him the opportunity to go for the title here tonight. It should be very, very interesting indeed. That is going to be our main event. But coming up next, here it is, Trey Donovan. And here is the newcomer to the SmackDown brand. It is Ryback.
Can Ryback bring to the SmackDown roster here? Hopefully he can do a little bit better than he did over on Raw.
But you've got to think, Mazz, what about the people we've now got on the SmackDown brand? You've got Ryback, you've got people like Goldberg, Brock Lesnar. We have got mountains on this roster.
Yeah, the definite heavyweight champions are over here on SmackDown with the list that you just named off.
And you've also got, I know Mr. Disney's not going to like this, but Bisping's new, well, his client, you would have to say, Omegle, can you put him into the mix?
You can, but I wouldn't say he's at that level yet.
Well, here we go. You will see the clock counting down. Remember, you've got to keep an eye on that. This will be the first match, first of 3, so they will post the first time. And, well, Disney, what would you do if you're in this situation? Try and sneak a win as quickly as possible, I guess.
Yep, do your best to cheat and not get caught.
Well, Mazz, what would you do in this situation?
Kind of like what Ryback's doing, just stay on your opponent and just keep wearing him down to possibly get that quick pinfall.
Yeah, and of course, 15-minute time limits for these matches. But as you say, whenever the first pinfall, disqualification, anything like that, we will then know the time for the other people to beat. As going to the outside, and oh my goodness, good release suplex by Goldberg. No, sorry, Goldberg. Sorry, Ryback. Sorry. Oh, that's not going to do well. But Ryback.
It's the bald head. I know. You just get confused when you see that bald head out there.
What am I going to say? Just don't say that to his face, I guess. But look at this, Ryback in complete control here.
The voting seems even.
It does in the app, yeah. I've just seen that. It does indeed seem very even. But Trey Donovan, look at this. Nice suplex takeover, trying to put away Ryback here as quickly as he can. And look at this. Trey now using the ropes to his advantage. Referee letting it go. Bit lenient here so far early on. And you've got to say, Mazz, Trey has really got to just try and hit and run here.
Yeah, I don't think he can match power with Ryback. I think he needs to use his speed and his technical ability in there to try and find a way to get him into maybe a submission hold to try and wear him down. Yeah,
you've got to look at this. The power in again. Oh my goodness. That is going to really soften that back up. Donovan has got to try and do something here. Well, maybe this could be the thing. 2 short clotheslines. And then the takedown. Donovan in control all of a sudden.
He's getting fired up.
Yeah. Look at this. Oh, the spinning DDT. Disney, is this enough to put Ryback away?
We'll just have to wait and find out.
Look at this. He's setting him up. The stomp to the back of Ryback. Surely Donovan looking for the win here. No, Ryback gets back up. And this is not what you wanted to do to Ryback. Big back body drop by Ryback. He's now in position to get Donovan here. Big spine buster. Could that be enough to put Donovan away? No. Ryback. Meat hook. Clothesline.
I could do it.
He's wasting time.
He is, so that is true. End of the cover. No hook of the leg. Sorry, there's 2. Kick out at 2 by Donovan.
We're over 3 minutes into this match.
Yeah, but this might end it. You know what's coming up next? Shell shock, middle of the ring. Ryback, hook of the leg on Donovan, gets the 3, and the time to beat is
3
now
19 seconds.
That is true. 3 minutes 19 seconds is the time set by Ryback. Could we be looking at the new #1 contender? 2 matches coming up, just like the guys know. Of course, you know Goldberg and Lesnar is the other match. The other match on the card, a blockbuster. If this night doesn't get any bigger, Daniel Bryan versus Jeff Hardy. That is to come up later on.
Sounds like a great match. 2 former champions going at it.
Yeah. And, talking about the champion, here he is, MVP, who is the new NSW champion, of course, in his second reign here. And he will face Kofi Kingston a little bit later on. Disney has, are we seeing really another short reign from MVP here tonight?
I believe so. With all these new powerhouses, anything can happen to him.
But can Kofi, Mazz, pull off the upset and win the championship?
I think Kofi's still too much of a rookie. I think coming up from NXT and getting this big push like this, I think it's a little too much for him. I don't think he's going to be able to get the job done here tonight.
And look at this MVP saying that he's not bothered who he faces. He's not worried about anyone. He's not fussed at whoever it is. Because he says he's going to have this title all the time and he's going nowhere. Guys, you've got to say this guy, he backs it up in the ring.
Yeah, he's definitely getting the job done.
He once said he was going to be a two champion holder. Look how that turned out.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. And coming up next, we have tag team action It is Johnny Dreamer and Bad News Morgan is going to take on the team of Adrian Kincaid and CJ Cutler.
Should be a very interesting matchup between these two interesting tag teams.
Yeah, and of course, remember the history between Johnny Dreamer, who are European champion, and Adrian Kincaid. And of course, Dreamer pulling up the win on the draft. We're getting us a draft pick here on Smackdown. The draft seems so long away. It was really only like a week and a bit ago.
Yeah, we're gonna actually see one of those new draft picks here in this matchup in CJ Cutler.
Yeah, indeed, CJ Cutler coming across from NXT. We know all about him. Definitely was a rising star here in NSW, but it's just very interesting these two teams together.
And it's a definite mishmash between competitors. See if they can get on the same page here and see which team can come out the victors.
And here is a man. Well, he's got some bad news, and that is Bad News Morgan.
Well, at least he'll be doing his bad news in the ring.
Yeah, well, remember, he hasn't won a match yet.
Yeah, it's been tough for him, but hopefully, teaming with Johnny Dreamer, the European champion, will help elevate his star rising.
Well, here's a man that has done plenty against Johnny Dreamer, had these battles. It is Adrian Kincaid.
It's going to be great to see Kincaid take it to the Dreamer in this match.
Yeah, indeed. Kincaid, well, looking to get some revenge after the defeat at Night of Champions. But you've got to see, this is a very interesting team. Kincaid and CJ Cutler could be one very interesting team for the future.
Yeah, well, and either one of these teams could possibly become a good tag team as long as they can kind of find the way to gel together and pull out the victory here tonight.
Well, here is Kincaid, and here is the newcomer from NXT. It is CJ Cutler. Gold standard and all. And what do you think about this guy, Mazz? You must have seen NXT. What do you make of him?
I think he's got the attitude, definitely, and hopefully his in-ring skills can progress a little bit better, and maybe he can pick up a good couple of victories and possibly become that gold standard that he claims to be.
Disney, what do you think about this guy? You're obviously in NXT.
I think if he sticks with Kincaid, he'll get better.
Well,
way better.
We will find out. This is your next match on Smackdown. It is tag team action. Remember, get your voting in the NSW app, because we are ready to go. It is Bad News Morgan and Johnny Dreamer versus CJ Cutler and Adrian Kincaid. And here we go. Come on then, guys. Disney, go first. Who are you going for here?
I'm going for Adrian Kincaid and CJ Cutler.
And Mazz, who are you going for here?
I've got some bad news. I think Bad News Morgan and Johnny Dreamer can pull it together. I mean, Johnny Dreamer is a champion.
Well, we will find out. As look at this, these two going at it again. Nice move by Dreamer. Oh, Cutler trying to get a cheap shot and nearly hit his own tag team partner.
Rookie mistakes.
Yeah, coming up. But remember, Cutler was in Money in the Bank earlier on in the season. We're seeing some of the glimpses he can do. We will have to find out if he can do that on the Smackdown brand here, the blue brand of NSW, each and every Thursday night. Nice takedown by Bad News Morgan. And as you're saying, Mazz, it is about time Morgan does show something in the ring. He opens his mouth nearly every week, but yet to pull off a victory here in NSW.
It's been a tough going so far. He's not been able to pick up a victory, but I think tonight's going to be the night he's going to turn around.
Well, again, if you're new to NSW, welcome. Make sure you're hitting that follow button if you're on Twitch. Also, do check out the links that will be coming up on screen as well. We would like to, if you can, do just take the time to help us grow on our social media. As Kincaid looks on as Cutler now going to work on Bad News Morgan. Would you say, Mazz, this is probably a good opponent for CJ Cutler, as Bad News Morgan hasn't picked up the win?
Yeah, they're pretty much like basically two rookies here in the ring trying to get that first victory under their belt to show that they're at least worthy of possibly becoming a champion.
Disney, from your point of view, would you say that time's running out for Bad News Morgan?
I feel like if he can't get a win soon, he might be cut. Or just go back to his commentary.
It's true. And look at this. Oh, and this is the gold lock. We've seen this in NXT. And Morgan is in a lot of trouble here.
Johnny Dreamer's finally coming in. It
Yeah.
took a while.
Yeah, I think he may have realised what was happening there. Cutler surely now in control. Oh, nice drop toe hold up by Bad News Morgan. And look at this, he's getting ready. Oh, the big fist! And that could be it! Could this be Bad News Morgan's first win in NSW? Referee slightly out of position. Hook of the leg, only gets it 2. Mazz, you have to say if the referee's in position, that could have been 3.
Yeah, I think the referee definitely did cost Bad News Morgan his possible first win there.
But look at this, Morgan all fired up here. Into the corner.
Got some bad news.
Oh, the news buster. Surely could be all over. And now, looking to end it here. Oh no, went for the... Wow, it looked like he just grazed him. Look at this, showing off. Really shouldn't be doing this when you haven't won a match here in NSW.
You should probably go for the pin.
Yeah, collides with the referee. Big spine buster though on CJ Cutler. And look at this, trying to work over the leg. And trying to possibly take the knee out. Tags in Dreamer. Dreamer to like really take the pieces up. Oh, but look at that. Kincaid saw him coming. Took him off over the top rope. And now it's there. Oh, come on. Kincaid. Not Kincaid, sorry. Cutler would need them.
Cutler's
Like
trying to make a
Dreamer's-
statement.
Yeah, Johnny Dreamer's in the wrong part of town right now.
That's true, but it looks like... Oh, well, this might not help. Oh, my goodness. Takes him now. Cutler in control. Thrown back inside. Looks like Kincaid and Cutler now have the advantage here. CJ now back inside the ring. Trying to shake the cobwebs off. Maybe that might not help here. Dreamer threw him into the corner. Bad News back in. What are they planning here?
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness. He can't reach him from there. Yes, he can! Coast to coast. Right into the face. Kincaid hits it right in front of us here.
Referee's counting on Johnny Dreamer. You gotta get out.
And what? What is CJ Cutler doing? What the hell was that all about?
CJ's going crazy.
He is indeed. Maybe that shot with the head was enough. But the referee out of it here.
We may need to get another ref out here. This one's not getting up.
That's true. Oh my goodness, the knee to the face by Morgan. Look at this. Oh, muscle buster. That could be it. Kincaid
needs to do something.
Oh, and another spinning shoulder tackle. End of the cover, hook of the leg. CJ realizes and gets in. Wow, this match has had it all. Oh, and a slam by Bad News Morgan. And, well, Kincaid's took a lot of punishment. Here it comes again. The knockout punch right to the face. Into the cover, hook of the leg. Referee slightly out of position. And again, CJ.
I thought that was it.
Yeah, I thought that was it as well. But here comes Dreamer back in. Kincaid might just be going on instinct here. But he's sort of still battling up. Too slow for Dreamer. Big takedown by Dreamer. Maybe that could be it. Kincaid's already took a lot of punishment here. Into the cover. No hook of the leg, sorry. There's 2. Kick out at 2.
He needs to make a tag.
Oh no, look, I think he went for the Russian leg sweep. Morgan bumped into him. He's going to try it again. Anyone! Even Johnny Dreamer can hit a Russian leg sweep. And that could be it. Into the cover, hook of the leg. We've seen this just a few nights ago, and a 2 again as CJ breaks it up.
Yeah, CJ's really helping out his partner here, trying to keep that match going.
That's true. But Dreamer might just be seconds away from a victory here. CJ again for about the 5th or 6th time having to break the count up, and now all 4 men in the ring, and this is going crazy again. Here it comes again. Anyone, even Johnny Dreamer, can do a Russian leg sweep. Surely that has got to be enough this time. Into the cover, hook of the leg. That's the 3, and a huge win for Johnny Dreamer and Bad News Morgan here on SmackDown tonight.
Yeah, Bad News finally gets his first win in the win column.
And well, what a match. Disney, you have to say, that match had it all.
It had everything. You gotta give props to Bad News Morgan for keeping CJ out of the last count.
Well, there you have it. A huge win for Bad News Morgan and Johnny Dreamer. Dreamer's winning record continues.
And Morgan's just starts.
What a great matchup between those 4 superstars.
That's true. Well, CJ, what is he doing? What is he doing? What the hell is this all about? What the hell was that?
I didn't see that coming.
Well, someone get that chair off him in front of us here. Backstage with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. What do you think these two are going on about, guys?
Probably working out some strategy on how to take down Goldberg and possibly get the lowest time.
That's true. That is going to come up. That is going to be up a little bit later on. But what about the actions of CJ Cutler taking it out on Adrian Kincaid? We're going to have to try and find more of that a little bit later on. But for now, I think Paul Heyman's just trying to calm Brock down a bit, telling him he's got to try and beat Goldberg as quick as he can. Coming up next, it is women action. It's singles competition. Caitlyn is going to take on Oksana.
Should be interesting to see what Oksana can do in this matchup against Caitlyn.
And 2 underused women, you have to say, Mazz, in NSW.
Yeah, and hopefully one of these girls can possibly get a chance at a title shot somewhere down the line.
Summer Rae, our new women's champion, defeated Paige along with Hannah Brightly and AJ Lee back at Night of Champions. And a new era has started here, Disney, in NSW for the women.
Yep, it's time for change, and hopefully, lost my train of thought. Sorry.
Summer Rae?
Yeah, hopefully Summer Rae could lead them to a new era.
And Disney, you can pick your jaw off the floor. I don't know if it's because of Caitlyn, but my God.
I like women who show a little stomach. You know.
We know. But
I see your stomach hanging out a little bit now.
Yeah, that's right. Talking about women, here's Oksana. Where's she from, Mazz?
Lithuania?
Ah, and where's Lithuania? Anyone know? Let's have a quiz.
Yep.
I think it isn't close to Russia.
Yeah, it is, actually.
Alright. Yeah.
So, and Oksana looking to make waves in the women's division here in NSW. She has went for the title before, was close on that occasion. But as I say, Summer Rae now has the target on her back. And we have heard reports that Paige suffered a slight injury at Night of Champions. We are hoping to get more in the coming days. Hopefully it'll not keep out the former champion for too long.
Do you think Oksana is ready to fight after Bisping broke her heart?
It was a bit of a while ago. If she's not over it now, then I don't know who is.
She might hold a grudge and might be distracted.
Well, isn't he going out with someone called Emily now?
Emily sounds close. I don't think that's it.
Oh well, we have to. I might try and
Esmeralda?
someone go A. I'll try and find out on NXT. I'll try and talk to him. Saying that though, he's been saying that a few things about you, Disney. He's saying that
like?
he was saying that well, his sort of group is NXT tag team champions. They've now got the NXT championship, and what have you got?
See, we're passing that on to the lesser people. We want everybody to have return before we regain it.
Have you actually held anything? Oh,
Me?
yeah. Well, not you, but Evan Bourne did, didn't he? He won the title.
Of course.
As Oksana working over Caitlyn here. And Mazz, from these two so far, who would you say has got the best chance of going up against Summer Rae?
I'd have to probably say Oksana. I think she's been the one that's put out the most effort here in NSW and had a couple of matches under her belt that may secure a possible victory over Summer Rae.
And look at this. Caitlyn working over Oksana here. As the new times in NSW for the women. Remember, Paige was the longest reigning champion going into Night of Champions. Now that is gone. Summer Rae in her first title reign didn't do too well in the draft over a week ago when the BFFs lost to the Bellas. But gave Smackdown a draft pick, which was all good, and that's where we got CJ Cutler from. But we will be seeing in the coming weeks who will be the new number one contenders. Oh, big slap by Oksana, taking Caitlyn off her feet and now putting her down again. Disney looking on here. Disney, honestly, close your mouth, man.
It's just great wrestling by the women. I really think Caitlyn needs to prove herself this match, though.
That's true. And look at this. Trying to work over the leg. Trying to get the knee really put out of joint there. Caitlyn again working over the arm. The takeover. You've got to see the aggression, Mazz, of both these here. On show here tonight.
And they definitely are trying to step it up to show that they're worthy of possibly becoming the next women's champion here in NSW.
Yeah, of course, we will find out in the coming weeks who will be the new number one contender. I'm sure if one of these girls win this, they'll be looking to be in that match. As big back body drop by Caitlyn, taking Oksana off her feet, trying to look to end this here. Oh my goodness, gut buster. And that could be it. Into the cover, hook of the leg. Is that enough to put her down? No, just a 2 by Oksana kicking out. And you have to say, Mazz, Oksana showing the grit here.
Yeah, she's definitely stepping it up and trying to take it to Caitlyn here now. I'm trying to turn it around to get to back into her advantage. So maybe she can find a submission hold or get the pin here. Yeah,
no, just a 1. Disney still looking on and all. As
I'm just comparing them now.
And look at this. Oh my goodness, like a sit out power bomb. And then into the submission. Caitlyn locking it in here. Oksana's got nowhere to go.
What a great move.
Yeah, I've never seen Caitlyn pull this out before. Oksana in a lot of trouble here.
Showing determination as she's not giving up yet.
That's true, and she breaks the hold. Somehow she manages to get out of it. Surely the wear and tear has been done though. And look at this, out of nowhere, big spine buster by Oksana. Could that be enough to put Caitlyn out? Into the cover. Yeah, she does. There's one. And she got it, and Oksana picks up the win.
Very good win for Oksana. Hopefully she can get another victory to possibly get the number one contender spot.
Well, a huge win for Oksana. Congratulations to her. Of course, guys, we will find out in the coming weeks who will be taking on Summer Rae, but surely Oksana's name now has indeed gone up in the rankings, you would have to say.
Yeah, it's definitely moving her up to possibly taking on Summer Rae at one point.
Congratulations to Oksana. Big win here tonight. And remember, guys, NSW comes your way 4 times a week. We have Raw on a Monday, main event on a Wednesday, SmackDown, what you're watching now on a Thursday, and NXT, the rookies of NSW, every Saturday night. Remember, social network, we have Non-Stop Wrestling UK on Twitter, NSW_360 for Twitter. YouTube is Non-Stop Wrestling UK, and Facebook NSW365. Shows start 11 o'clock in the UK, 6 in the East, 3 in the West. Check local times wherever you are if you're not in one of them time zones. God, that was a mouthful. Oh, here we go. Disney's best friend.
Yeah, Omega.
No, Omegle.
Omega.
Isn't that right, Mazz?
Yep.
See, I got it right. I've been learning all week.
And his very sunny manager, Oliver Bisping.
That's true. Let's see what these have to say here tonight. Omegle not booked on the card here tonight. Of course, Oliver Bisping, his agent, we found out.
Yeah, saying how he could possibly be a future champion.
It's true. And Oliver saying that he's not happy that that Omegle's not in the number one contendership, and saying that he might not be able to control him if this happens again. Well, there you go, Mazz, threatening words.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe Paul Heyman feared what Omegle could do in the tournament.
Yeah, especially with trying to get Brock Lesnar to be the number one contender. Few short words there from Bisping, but he means business. And coming up next, it is tag team competition, and apparently we've been told this is for the number one contendership of the tag team titles. It is the Ascension versus Chaz and Bruce.
Which team will win the victory here tonight and take on the Primetime Players for the tag team titles?
That's true. And here is a team desperate to get back a tag team title shot, and that is Connor and Victor, known as the Ascension. And Disney, you've got to say, these two men, since the start of Season 2, have been desperate to get back in the title picture.
Yeah, they have done nothing. You almost forget that they were a tag team.
Yeah, they have. They've had their problems all season long, but now seem to be on the right road here. And, well, you couldn't ask, Mazz, for two very different tag teams in the Ascension and Chaz and Bruce.
Maybe they're going to have a lot of stiff competition going up against Chaz and Bruce, especially with Francis out there to help them out.
Yeah, indeed, Francis due to be out at the ringside here with Chaz and Bruce coming up, but these two guys, Disney, just give me the creeps.
I don't know, they look less frightening than season 1.
Well, we will find out, but I'm sure they're going to be determined to get that shot at the tag team titles. This a number one contendership match. And apparently what I'm being told is the tag team titles will be on the line next week here on Smackdown. Primetime Players will defend against one of these two teams.
We'll find out in just a short few minutes which team's going to walk in to possibly take those championship title belts.
It's true, we will find out indeed. And here is the team of Chaz and Bruce. A fan favourite, you have to say. They have definitely become fan favourites in the season. And of course, their manager, Francis. What do you make of this, Mazz?
It's going to be an interesting matchup. I don't know how the team of Bruce and Chaz are going to kind of think of what the Ascension brings to the ring.
Well, we will find out. Disney, stop looking at Francis, will you?
I'm trying my best.
I'd watch it. Joey will get jealous.
I think I'm good. I'm just wondering how the person Francis got the name, the Love Machine.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Let's start with you, Joe. Who are you going for in this one?
I'm gonna go for Bruce and Chaz.
Why is that?
Because they have the Love Machine on their side.
Okay. And what about you, Mazz?
I'm going to have to go with the Ascension here. I think they're going to be more hungry than Chaz and Bruce, and they really want to get back in the title hunt. This will definitely do it by winning this match here.
That's true. And of course, Disney effect could come into play here. A nice backdrop. But I think that's Connor. Yep, Connor hanging on. Right in front of us here. Look at this. Thrown back in violently. It looks like Chaz and Bruce are trying to be up for this one. Look at this, Chaz trying to get Connor back inside the ring. And the Ascension, of course, they went after the tag team titles. Of course, remember they had the battles with MMS earlier in Season 2, which ended them with not allowing to go after the tag belts until MMS lost the titles. Of course, we thought that MMS would never lose the titles, Mazz.
Yeah, it was kind of shocking to see MMS finally lose those titles, but now it's kind of heating up here on SmackDown in the tag team division.
Well, look at this. Into the cover already. And there you go. My goodness, come on.
Whoa.
Why? No, come on, referee. You've got to get Francis out of the ring. And now it's all broken down. A nice flapjack by Chaz on Victor. Bruce rolls back inside the ring. Nice shot by Victor here. Rolls over. This could be a chance here. Into the cover. Could this be enough? It is! And the Ascension have picked up the win and will go after the primetime players next week for the tag belts.
Wow.
Yeah, very shocking. I thought that the Ascension had the edge in this match, but I thought Francis would play a bit more of a bigger role than he did.
I don't think that Francis saw what happened and then allowed the victory for the Ascension. And it now means next week, right here on SmackDown, the Ascension will take on primetime players for the World Tag Team titles.
You get those belts back around their waist.
Oh, look at this. Oh, my. Come on, guys. No need for this.
Oh, time to assert their dominance here in the tag team division.
But they've won the match. There's no need for this to happen.
Well, you got to send a message somehow.
Sore winners.
So winners, yeah. Double team on Bruce. And look at this, Victor on Chaz here and Connor. And look at the boots laid in by Victor here. What the hell's got him wild up?
Going a little too far.
Yeah, definitely Connor having to take him away here. And
maybe Chaz touched him somewhere he didn't want to.
Oh my goodness. Well, the Ascension will know that next week they could go for the belts, but for Chaz and Bruce, they're just going to be flat on their backs in the ring. Coming up next, it is the next Beat the Clock Challenge. Daniel Bryan versus Jeff Hardy. The time to beat, 3 minutes and 19 seconds.
Will they be able to beat that time? Who knows?
Well, here is the former NSW champion. It is Daniel Bryan.
And definitely enduring himself to the fans again.
Yep. Trying to get on the fans' side with the yes chants. And, well, what do you think about this, Disney? What do you think of Daniel Bryan?
I think he was a good champion, not a great one. And it'll be nice to see him try to rise to the top again.
He could, well, if he does get to become the number one contender, could be a 3-time NSW champion.
The same could be sad for Jeff.
That's true, very true indeed. And here is Jeff Hardy.
Let's see if his high-flying style can pull out the victory for him here tonight.
Yeah, two very, very technical wrestlers in this one. And Hardy, as I say, looking to become a 3-time champion as well. You've got to say, Mazz, the title just seems to be yo-yoing between everyone.
Yeah, between a couple of different opponents that have been definitely getting a rivalry going between each other.
Well, it seems to be about 6 men, to be honest. Throw right back in there now. You've got like 7 men going for the title.
Well, it's like they say, the only reason to get in this business is to beat the champion. If you're not, you might as well get out.
True. And of course, MVP has still got to face Kofi Kingston here tonight. Who knows who's going to be even the champion come SummerSlam. And here we go, the time is counting down. Remember, it is 3 minutes and 19, the time to beat. And
So when the time runs out, does the match just stop?
Nope, the match will continue on for the full 15 minutes if need be. It's just, the clock is there just to tell us if they have beat the time. So there you go. Fans getting their money worth here. Even if they can't beat the time, there has to be a winner. Or it could, of course, be a double count out. Or double disqualification, you know what I mean. But there has to be a result.
Thanks, Dave.
Anytime. And look at this, Hardy going to big spinning DDT on Bryan here. Could he be looking for an early win? No, Bryan coming straight back here. But Hardy again with the neck breaker, taking him off his feet and big elbow as well. Mazz again, you've got to be conscious of the time though, ticking down.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to keep his eye on the clock to possibly kind of put Bryan away as fast as possible, but Bryan's got a lot of heart and it's going to be tough to keep this guy down.
It's true, look at this. Bryan again with a go behind and then the takedown. Back suplex, but you've got to try and hit that big move quite early if you're going to try and beat the time of 3 minutes 19 set by Ryback a little bit earlier on against Trey Donovan.
Oh no, I'll see them pretty much even right now.
That's true, you see, but maybe looking for that one slip, that just one bit of error here. It's Hardy. Oh, there it is! Hardy going for the splash and missing. Bryan could take advantage here. Back and forth.
Reversed. Bryan reversed.
Yeah, back and forth, back and forth. Oh, mistake by Hardy. We've seen this before. Bryan ducks under the clothesline. Hits the forearm right between the eyes. Could that be enough? No, hasn't done it yet. Looking to hook him up. Takes him down. What is Bryan trying to do here? Oh, flying goat coming up. Oh, and connects right in the shoulder.
That could be it.
No, Hardy
gets up.
Yeah, Hardy gets up. Bryan again though. And look at this. Oh, nice takeover. Could this be enough? Cover 2. Oh, and a kick out at 2. That surely would have been enough. The integrate to the back of the head. Bryan calling for it. There it is. Knee to the face. Surely, could that be enough? Into the cover. Hook of the leg. He got him. And with time we have 2 minutes 51 seconds.
Very good thing of Bryan. That's a nice way to move it up there.
So it now means Daniel Bryan is currently the #1 contender. But we still have one more match to go. And that is, of course, Brock Lesnar and Goldberg.
And that's going to be the match to watch.
Indeed, but at the moment, Daniel Bryan could get a chance at becoming a 3-time champion.
Will it be the first 3-time champion on SmackDown?
We will find out. Look at this here. Bryan and Jeff Hardy in the ring. And look at this. Bryan offering his hand. And Hardy shakes it. Well, there you go. Good sportsmanship between them two. Classic match. I'm sure we'll see plenty of matches between them two in the future. Daniel Bryan, though, picks up the win here tonight.
What a great guy.
Well, he'll now be looking on for the next match, which of course is Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar, because it's coming up next. It is the final of the matches to determine the #1 contender. The time to beat is now 2 minutes and 51 seconds.
It's going to be tough for one of these guys to pull out that victory that fast, I think. I mean, they're both pretty big and powerful. It's going to take a lot of wear and tear to get someone to be pinned within 2 minutes and 51 seconds.
Well, Mazz, here comes the pin.
I've been here, Dave.
You've been here?
Yes.
How?
That's everyone says your commentary is painful.
Oh dear. Well, guys, we've been waiting, since Goldberg arrived a couple of weeks ago for this match to happen, and we are going to get it. Really, there's been an absolute super SmackDown already. Lesnar, though, just waiting for Goldberg. One of these two men could become the new #1 contender. And here he comes. The man assigned by Vince McMahon just a few weeks ago. And the man who is Goldberg.
Bruce's nephew.
Only here in NSW will we bring you a pay-per-view match quality here on SmackDown.
That's true. And of course, Disney, you're correct. Goldberg is the nephew of Bruce. We found that out recently. What do you make of that, Mazz?
It's very interesting. Hopefully, Goldberg will have a better outcome than Bruce did earlier.
That's true. Goldberg looks determined here tonight. Brock Lesnar, Goldberg. It is the next match. Could the stakes get any higher? I do not think so. 2 minutes 51 to beat. Remember, the match will go on even if they can't beat the time. It is, well, as you see, it is a main event caliber match. Two biggest giants collide. Get ready. It's coming up now. Disney, pick a winner.
I'm going to go for Goldberg.
Okay, Mazz, pick a winner.
Since he's going for Goldberg, I'll go with Brock Lesnar just to have an opposite here.
Okay, here's another question though, Disney. Can he do it within the time?
Probably not.
Mazz?
What's that?
Could he do it within the time?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's going to hit Goldberg with an F5 and be able to put him out within like a good 30 seconds.
Well, time running down. Remember, keep an eye on the clock, guys. 2 minutes 51 is the time to beat. Oh, Daniel Bryan will become the #1 contender. I know these two men have not liked each other. They have really, as I say, since Goldberg came in, Lesnar has really set his sights on Goldberg. We've seen them square off in the 6-man tag match. Also in the Hell in a Cell at Night of Champions as well. You have to say, these two, it's just an all-out war, you would have to say, Disney.
Yeah, but it always seems like Goldberg has always the slight advantage.
And why would you say that?
He's usually the one on top of Brock Lesnar.
That's true, but look at the power of Goldberg. Not many people can do that to Lesnar. Just pick him up. And Lesnar again, but now Lesnar trying to use his MMA background. Don't be fooled. Goldberg knows that kind of style as well. And you've got to, as you say, remember to keep an eye on the clock. We're now coming up to around, well, 1:40 gone. Lesnar slammed down, but again, keep straight back up. Goldberg helping him to his feet here. And you've got look at the power, Mazz.
And it's impressive. I mean, he's really turning it up here.
Well, we're now at the 2-minute mark of the match, so we're now counting down the seconds. Can one of these guys hit that big move and beat Daniel Bryan's time? Nice slam by Lesnar. Now trying to work over the leg. Of course, take the legs out. And really, you've taken most of the power out of these guys. Lesnar. Oh, he's looking for that triple power bomb, Mazz.
Going for the hat trick.
That's a time-consuming move.
Yeah, that is it. Surely he's got to pin him now. Is this it? Is Lesnar the #1 contender? No, Brock couldn't get the 3. And we're counting down here, guys.
Few more seconds.
Yeah, we're down to the last few seconds here. And that is it. Time has gone. So we now know that whatever happens here, Daniel Bryan is your new #1 contender. And will fight for that at SummerSlam. But this match will continue.
Who will Daniel Bryan be facing? Will it be the champion, Marcus Van Patrick, or will Kofi Kingston get the upset here tonight and walk away with the title?
That's true. Look at this right in front of us. Mazz, watch out for your laptop here.
Yeah, there's some delicate pictures on there.
I've heard. And look at this, Lesnar calling for the end. Swings him round. Here it comes. Mazz. F5.
F5.
Yep, F5. Could that be enough to put Goldberg away? Goldberg looks out of it. Into the cover. No hook of the leg. And Goldberg kicks out at 1.
That could have been the mistake. He should have hooked the leg.
But the kick out at 1, oh my god, of the F5, I don't think I've seen anyone kick out at 1 in that. And now, look at this, the trio row. Oh, but Lesnar using his strength there just to get out of it. But look at this, a roll up. Oh, too close to the ropes. Goldberg might have got it there, but it was too close to the ropes. Lesnar now picks up again, another big slam. And now Disney, look at this, using that MMA background, ground and pound style, just punches on to Goldberg.
Gold looks out of it again.
Yeah, look at this. A big backbreaker by Brock Lesnar. And again, Goldberg just doesn't seem like he can be put down here. Lesnar going for another one and hits it, Mazz, perfectly.
Yeah, looks like he's softening him up for that F5. They're trying to get another F5 on him.
Well, look at this. Another big slam. Into cover this time. Hook of the leg this time. And gets to the 3. And Lesnar picks up the huge win over Goldberg here tonight.
Well, even though he didn't beat the time, I really think that Brock Lesnar should definitely get a title shot somewhere down the line. I mean, he's very impressive here.
Indeed, a big win over Goldberg. And Lesnar is the man here tonight.
He beat the harder opponent tonight.
It's true, but remember guys, it does mean Daniel Bryan is your new #1 contender, and he will now be watching the next match, of course, as MVP will take on Kofi Kingston. And guys, you have joined us back at ringside, Dave Easton alongside Joe Disney and Mazz Freeway. Guys, SmackDown has been again full of surprises, and Daniel Bryan, Mazz, well, he is now #1 contender to the winner of the next match.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see who comes out with the title here that's going to eventually take on Daniel Bryan to defend that title.
Yeah,
and not to mention Ascension becoming #1 contenders for the tag team titles.
That's true. Disney, we are almost there, ready for the title match, because here he is, Kofi Kingston challenging the title, won the Foot Trip to Ruin match a few weeks ago, guaranteed this title shot. Disney, can he do it? Because here we go, NSW Championship match. It is Marcus Van Patrick versus Kofi Kingston.
I believe he could do it. He's one of the few guys that actually worked his way up the ladder, so I have faith in him.
Well, the biggest match in Kofi Kingston's career here at NSW, and here he is, two-time NSW champion. It is MVP.
See if we can put it together here tonight to get another good win and retain that title.
Well, if he does win tonight, Mazz, it will be his first successful defense in his 2 reigns.
Yeah, well, be better than his last title defense, hopefully.
Indeed. And, well, he really an opportunist win, you would have to say, Mazz, back in Night of Champions for MVP. But, well, he did what he had to do, and he now is the proud owner of the NSW Championship.
All I gotta say about MVP is talk is cheap.
But hey, he got it done, Disney. You can't go against that.
Everybody gets lucky every now and then.
To be lucky twice, though, and to go through 5 other men, you've got to give MVP some credit.
He's very cunning. That's what he is.
And here he is, Kofi Kingston, the #1 contender. What a chance for Kofi to become NSW champion here tonight.
And can Kofi fly high and win win a heavyweight championship here tonight?
Well,
but anything's possible.
It would cap off a dream season 2 for Kofi Kingston. And really, you have to say, what would this do for MVP's confidence if he goes into this match after winning the title a second time and losing it again on the first defense?
He'll be more angry and probably go for another try.
So come on then, Disney, who's going to win this one?
I'm going for Kofi.
Kofi, wow. And what about you, Mazz?
I gotta go with MVP. I mean, can't go against the champion. I really think that Kofi just does not have the skills to get it done right now, and I think he's still a little bit green, as they would say.
Well, we will find out. MVP on the attack here. Remember, guys, Daniel Bryan now waits the winner of this match at SummerSlam. SummerSlam coming your way. 2 short weeks. How the time absolutely flies. Nice takedown. And again, go on, you were going to say something, Mazz?
Yeah, Marcus was starting to turn around, but looks like Kofi's starting to come back now.
Yeah, Kofi trying to get some of that high flying going. Remember, MVP though, not too shoddy in that department as well. Nice takedown by MVP here. Looks like a lot of the NSW up is going for MVP though.
Yeah, it's definitely majority of the vote.
Is anyone agreeing with me?
There's only a few, and look at this. The stomp down by MVP, looking to put away Kofi early here. Went for the sweep. Kofi managing to get out the way of that one. Kofi now comes back with a nice chop of his own. Got to put some more fantasy here together, but a nice swinging neckbreaker takes again Kofi off his feet. MVP. Oh, there's that corkscrew splash as well. Really, a bit of a dominant performance here so far tonight.
Yeah, it seems Kofi's been outmatched. That's pretty much this whole match here.
Oh, look at that! My goodness, knees up to the back. That could be it. MVP looking to put Kofi Kingston away here into the cover, hook of the leg, and Kofi kicking out at 1.
Kofi needs to recover.
Go on, Mazz.
He's showing you that he's got the moves.
And look at this, MVP looking to put him away. There it is. Drilling Kofi Kingston. Disney, this could be over. Hook of the leg.
It seems like it is.
And it is an MVP. Retains the title and it will now face Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam.
It should be a great match. I mean, 2 technical wrestlers going at it. And I think they're going to be a match to steal the show.
Well, a big win for MVP here tonight. His first successful title defense in his 2nd reign. And, well, MVP now will move on to Daniel Bryan. Kofi Kingston just could not get it done here tonight. Maybe, as Mazz said, a step up a little bit too far. MVP, the winner. And will now head to SummerSlam to face Daniel Bryan. And MVP. Oh, look at this. Oh, not done. Come on, MVP. Really, Mazz? Is this the kind of champion we want here on SmackDown?
Oh, he's just showing you, he's the champion, and, Kofi should have got out of the ring before the champion got his title belt there, and, just showing him that he should have showed a little class.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. What an episode of SmackDown. It's absolutely flown by. My thanks, as always, to Joe Disney. Joe, say goodbye to the fans.
Bye, fans.
And always, Mazz Freeway. Mazz, say goodbye to the fans.
See you next time, fans.
And we now roll on to NXT on Saturday night. Make sure you join me and Jess West for the Rookies of NXT. Till then, Dave Easton and the 2 guys signing off. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.